Hi there, it's Mark from the Future Toolbox by Mad for Life here, and today we're going to look at how to create a mind map from our Mad for Study programs. A mind map is a really easy and effective tool which can help you organise your study notes or even memorise facts for revision or plan a project. So what do you need to create a mind map? Well, Milo says you will need a piece of blank paper, preferably unlined, some coloured pens or pencils, and an open mind. So it's time to get creative. So how does a mind map work? Well, it's really simple. There's lots of colours, lots of pictures, and lots of keywords on it. So this mind map here is one that we created for our book, Don't Get Your Neck Tattooed, and the first chapter in our book is Z is for Z's, and it talks all about sleep patterns. And in the middle we have a title which says Z is for Z's, and the next part is the branch which says body clock on it, and the word body, and you can see a clock, and as you follow it around the top you can see it says a little calendar. There's a calendar with 7 days on it, and it talks about the importance of regulating your sleep routine over 7 days. If you're a teenager you need 8 to 10 hours sleep a night, and if you're an adult you need 7 to 9 hours sleep per night, and all is in the top branch. Okay, we're going to look at some simple rules now to create effective mind map. So first of all, we're going to look at the keywords. Did you know that out of every 100 words of text, probably only about 10 or 15 are important? Let's have a look at how this works. Here's a passage of text that says, start in the middle of your blank fresh page with your paper on its side in landscape format. There's a sentence with 18 words on it. Let's cut it down into 3 keywords. If I just say middle, blank page, landscape, that now tells you to start in the middle of your page, use a blank page, and turn it around into landscape format. Middle, blank page, landscape. Now you can remember it. The second must do to create an effective mind map is to think in pictures. Let's imagine I've just come back from my holiday and I say, oh, I had a fabulous holiday, read this all about the beach. Okay, you're probably not reading it now because it's not really that engaging, that exciting. However, I've just been on my holiday and here's a picture of the beach. All of a sudden now you're looking at everything that was in that passage of text and more. There was always a phrase, wasn't there, for years and years and years ago that says, a picture paints 1,000 words. So how do we use pictures in our mind map? Well, you can cut pictures out and stick them on it, or you could just draw them yourself. Oh no, I can't draw. Yep, we hear that one all the time, a limiting belief. So let's change your mindset. Let's imagine we're talking about the 7 wonders of the world today, and we'll just pick one of them, which is the Victoria Falls. I take out my coloured pens and I'm just going to really quickly draw a picture of Queen Victoria falling over here, and fundamentally that's a stick figure with a dress on, and just coloured it in nice and simple. That reminds me of Victoria falling. Now I've got an association. Let's do another one, nice and simple here. Let's talk about the Northern Lights, another one of the 7 wonders of the world, and I'm just going to draw a picture of a compass pointing to north and a really simple light bulb above it there, and just colour it in. Now all of a sudden I've got an image to associate my mind to. And another thing our brain loves is colour. So let's add some colour to our mind map. Here's a really good example of how. Let's imagine I've just been to London and I want to find my way around the London Underground map. So I pick up this black and white copy of the London Underground, the tube map. Now I could probably find my way around it, but I tell you what, colour version is a lot easier. So I can just follow the colour coded signs when I step onto the train, and I will get to my destination much quicker. So always use colour. So let's have a look at how to create the mind map. We're going to use Milo and his body here to create the structure, but Milo needs to be slightly out of proportion in order for us to do this. The body is going to be the central image in the middle, which is the topic image, and then on his arms is the first branch, so we're talking about the people he knows, and then all the keyword facts, teacher, friend, sister, dad and mum, we've put them onto each one of his fingers, which are the branches there. Look at how the mind map worked from earlier. This is the Z is for Z's that we did for the first chapter of our book, Don't Get Your Neck Tattooed. And Milo's body would be the central image, which is where you can see it says Z's and there's a little sleep hat there. His arm would be the first branch, which it says body clock on it. And then the hands and fingers would be all of the key facts there. See where it says 7 days routine, hours 8 to 10 for teens, 7 to 9 for adults, and so on. So it's time to get creative. Here is our text on how to create a mind map. Lots of text there, probably about 210 words, I think. And next thing we're going to do is select all of the important keywords. So I've highlighted all the keywords here that are important, and there's about 14 facts there from them 210 keywords that we're going to use to create our mind map. Here we go then. We start with our blank sheet of paper with no lines on it, and we're going to start off by turning it landscape. The reason why we do that is there's a portrait picture of Jules and I just before we're going into a school and looking forward to a really exciting day, and that's great for getting our heads in there. It's a portrait picture, that is, but we want to go landscape, so let's go back to a holiday picture. The peripheral vision can see a lot more if you look landscape as opposed to portrait. So we're going to start with the topic image in the middle there. We'll talk about mind mapping, so we're just drawing a blank sheet of paper, turn landscape ways and put mind mapping as the main topic. So here's our first branch. We've color coded it blue, and we'll talk about the paper. We start with a blank sheet, we turn it landscape, and we put our image right in the center to start us off. Here's our second branch. So we're going to use pictures. Remember simple doodles, always use color, and cut down to the keywords, just one single word per line. This part talks about the lines. So we have unbroken lines, so our brain loves to follow it. That means you have a continuous flow, and the branch lines in the center are thicker and the keyword lines are a little bit thinner. And to complete our mind map, we're going to add one last bit of advice. So to make it memorable, we're going to make it simple, we're going to be creative, and the final thing is to have lots of fun. So there's our completed mind map, and you can see now that this is colourful, it's simple. If I asked you to take out a sheet of paper, take out some coloured pens and pencils, and I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to copy this mind map down, I bet you could copy it and you don't need to be an artist. So my final question for you is, would you rather look at a piece of paper with 210, 250 words and try and memorize that every single time? Or would you rather look at a colourful, simple mind map like the one in front of you here? The key is just keeping it simple, having lots of fun. Create your mind maps, go on to our social media, like, follow or share, and go to our YouTube channel for loads more resources. Have fun everybody, and keep being mad for study.